model, what we've done, how we got started, and all of that. Does that guy work? Left, right? Cool. All right.
Take it away.
So that's me. I'm John.
Round of applause, everybody.
So who are we? We are community commerce for cutting-edge nicotine replacement therapy, which basically means that we stay away from, pot, any, titanium nails, any of that stuff. And our real passion is pushing forward the technology of electronic cigarettes. What you guys probably have noticed as being brick and mortar owners is that it seems like every 3 months there's a new device out or a new way to optimize the delivery of nicotine. And what we want to be is we want to be on the front edge of that by taking the creators who are creating those products, getting them early funding, and then getting them to market. Oops, did I hit the wrong button? Yeah, I did. There we go. That's me, John. James Stewart's our CFO. That's just the two of us. James relocated to London to push Congrevape out there, and we also run a e-liquid distribution business from the United States over to Europe, where we distribute e-liquid into Europe. How we got started. Like I said, James and I were in the technology space, and we had basically working in a small co-working space at a Long Beach Tech incubator, and so we got started here with a couple of laptops, and then we moved up to our own warehouse, a whole 350 square feet, little tiny shipping area, and I'll tell you in a minute about how many packages we processed, but basically we'd have this 350 square feet packed full of guys just packing and shipping orders. We started a year ago, and now in a year we moved up to a 5,000 square foot warehouse where we just relocated to Stockton, California. And we've, lines or shelves and shelves of inventory. We bring in staff to pack orders. It's a typical pack day where we have people just packing orders one by one by one by one. And we didn't get there like overnight. We got there through a lot of pain and suffering and improving our operational efficiencies. So how did we get started? Our lives before e-cigs. Former life, I worked for Google. James works for Thales, which is a European defense contractor. QuickTime needs that photo over there. Forgot what it was, but like I said, we were serial entrepreneurs. And basically, by serial entrepreneurs, I mean we were eating dry cereal out of bags and top ramen. So we were pretty much broke. We had both invested at about $500,000 into a startup doing boat booking online, and we were at our wits' end and pretty much failing. And I had started helping my girlfriend with putting together an e-cig shop. And as I started looking into the financials of e-cig products, direct imports from China, I realized, hey, there's a decent cost of goods sold here, but additionally, there's new products coming out more and more and more. So we said, let's start an e-cig business. And the reason why is because I started using e-cigs, probably like these a couple years ago. And as we're sitting there coding and working on the old startup, I found myself not so much looking at YouTube videos of the newest Tomahawk missile for a defense contract, or looking at new programming language, but starting to look at Twisted 420 reviews of like the newest e-cig or P. Pizzardo. I'm like, this is where my interest is, and this is what really struck me. I keep doing this because I like it, because this is where my interest is. And one of the things that really, really occurred to me was you should do something because you love it. If you become passionate about something, that's where you're really, really, really going to excel at. I could still definitely make more money today doing defense contracting or probably programming or something like that. But we decided, okay, let's start a business. Let's start an e-liquid company, which seems easy enough. I'm sure a lot of people said like, hey, that's the first thing I'm going to go into. Let's just start making e-liquid. But the problem was money. We needed money. And to get started, it's always hard, especially there's not a lot of mature investors in the e-cig industry that you can go to and say, hey, this industry is booming. Right now, I think it was 2013, it's $1 billion. By next year, it's going to be $2.5 billion, and that's only 1.5% of the market. Give it 10 years, and this is going to be a $100 billion industry. No one's willing to listen to that. So being the techies that we are, we said, okay, well, we'll go and we'll put our e-liquid company together as a crowdfunding platform, and that's how we'll raise the money for it. We quickly found out Kickstarter and Indiegogo, they don't allow e-cigs. And I'm sure if you guys have e-cig businesses, you found that insurance, credit card processing, leases, all of these things are all kind of against you guys getting your e-cig businesses together. It's what I like to call faux regulation, where the government has kind of said to Visa or MasterCard, you put those guys in the high-risk category, make it a little bit more difficult for them to grow. So we got to work. Locked ourselves into my condo for about 2 weeks. We used WordPress as a platform, and we just got to work coding. And we said, if Indiegogo or Kickstarter won't let us do crowdfunding, then we'll go ahead and we'll create a crowdfunding platform of our own. And 2 weeks in, Congrevape was born. And we didn't advertise it. We didn't do any posts, and less than 2 weeks in, we had put a couple of just kind of placeholder products on there that I knew my girlfriend was looking for, and we already had customers coming in and starting to purchase items. And so we said, whoa, I think we really, really, really have something here. So as we started taking in orders, we started to realize, okay, wait, we have to fulfill these orders, and these orders are going faster than what we're normally used to with a regular e-commerce business. And we realized something: growth hurts, especially when you're just two guys. You start bursting at the seams. How do you fulfill 100 orders in a day? How do you fulfill 1,000 orders in a day? We thought it was kind of cool when we listed our first VTC3 battery project, and we thought maybe we sell 200 or 300. We ended up selling 5,000, and we were like, yes, 5,000 batteries, we did it, which seemed awesome until we had a freight delivery of 5,000 VTC5s dropped off in my condo, and we said, oh shit, we actually have to pack and ship all of these and manually fill out the shipping forms for every single one. So it's been a lot of hard work, and to get over this growth, we've had to focus 100% of our time to growing the business. We've had to sacrifice time away from family, from friends, from all of that. And I think what Norm was speaking to earlier was scalability, was making sure that you have the systems in place to actually process the growth that you're looking for coming into the future. I keep doing that. So yeah, just putting a couple letters into the post, right? That's all we thought it was going to be. But that'll kill you. Operational efficiency will kill you. And I look online and I see a lot of e-commerce shipments, and I see receipts that an e-commerce vendor will send somebody and they'll draw a cartoon on that. And I love my customers, but I go, oh my God, I could never draw 5,000 cartoons on somebody's receipts in a single week. That would just be nearly impossible. So through technology, what we've done is we've taken our batched orders, we've implemented them through an API database into our shipping system, and now our shipments look like this twice a week. We have an account with UPS where we drop off at a UPS hub. We pack an SUV full or even a U-Haul, and that right there is just one single SKU. I think that's just the Doge RDA that we've, that's all filled up. And we're able to process an order like that in about 3 hours using 3 staff. And we've done that by standardizing the type of packaging that we use, standardizing the type of mailing that we use, by instead packing orders in an assembly line instead of packing orders one by one. The average e-commerce shipment takes about 6 minutes to ship. Through our operational efficiencies, we've gotten it down to about 50 seconds of handling time per package. And again, that's through technology. If you guys aren't embracing kind of the new technologies that are out there, like Salesforce, there's lots and lots of startups like GoShippo that let you connect your shipping to your e-commerce site and automatically kick out labels, you're wasting hours and hours and hours of precious time that you could be going and growing the business on. So we went for a year, right? We made all these operational efficiencies. We said we did about $3 million gross, and we said, man, we have to be making a lot of money. But when we balanced the books at the end of the day, you know, this was not me. We did not make a lot of money. And the reason why is because of product differentiation. So kind of Eureka Dog or Doge. This mix of products you guys might see a lot of. Clones, you know, tobacco, H-cigar, and they're not bad products, they're good products. But the problem is that there's all of you plus thousands and thousands of other new e-cig entrepreneurs every single day that are all going to the same vendors, getting the same products, and selling them. So, and you have to understand what the consumer really wants. The consumer wants the best value, they want differentiation, and they want peer approval. If everybody has the same product, they lose that peer approval. If it's the same product, there's no differentiation, which leaves you your only competitive advantage as the best value, which is a price race to the bottom. Doing that, you're extracting all of your profits out of your business. So this is what we came up with, and this has been the real turning point for our company in the last 2 or 3 months, is creating our own product. By this, we manufactured and we designed it here in California in-house. We produce prototypes using a 3D printer, and then we send it out to China. That way we can keep our costs low and keep the cost low to the customer. Because what do the customer wants? The customer wants something that's cheap, so we keep the price $30 to $45. They want something that's original. They wanted, you know, to differentiate ourselves from the rest of the marketplace, we put a dog on it instead of scorpions or, you know, any like some kind of badass tattoo of art flash. It's by doing that you blend into the crowd, and it's not the same. And it needs to be fun. To differentiate yourself, the company needs to be fun, and you need to really, really stand out from the crowd. So our business model is completely different than other business models, and that's the other way we've differentiated ourselves. What we do is we do a single SKU, we collect thousands and thousands of orders together, and then we process all the SKUs at the same time. If you're going to take your business model and you're going to launch it as a new business model, and it's going to be kind of the same e-commerce shop or the same vape shop or as any other, your competitive advantage, what's called your moat, your defensible moat, is going to be decreased every day as somebody's able to encroach on it. If you create a different business model than what your competitors have, that's where you're going to find success, because that's what customers want. Customers want something that's different and something that offers them that value. So kind of just my ending statement is to be different, you need to, or to be different to be successful. And that's the biggest takeaway.
Any questions, comments?
Well, I like the difference between successful.
No questions, guys?